Well, the mic I'm using is $15 from Walmart. It's just something to pick up. I mean, podcasting is not a high quality sound, so you don't need the three, five, $600 mics that you would in a recording studio. Most computers come with some sort of recording software. I use one that's about, I think, $69 for the full package. It's called Rip Edit Burn. I also do other things with it, so it was just there. I already had it. And then to get the sound and stuff, the music behind the introduction and then the transitions in my show, I use a multi-track recording studio, which is $149 for the full suite, which you can have as many tracks as you want. Makes it a lot easy. But the free one, you can do 2 tracks. You can do some mixing, and you have to save it. So you can do it for very, very, very little money. The cost comes in the time.
And I guess you would say maybe tackling, as they say in the computer world, tackling that learning curve. You know, you hear about all these great things about Twitter, and then you get into, you're like, what the heck is going on here? And it takes some time, investment, to understand this stuff, understand the technology. And I think that's really where that barrier is for many doctors out there in practice who are time starved. They're taking care of their patients, and they want, they know they want to do it, or maybe that they should do it, but really, are they going to do it? So,
Right.
And that's that support network. I think what works really well and what's working well in this instance is I reached out to you and said, hey, let's have a conversation. Let's talk this stuff down. Let's help out other chiropractors out there who want to know more about podcasting. And we're having a conversation. And I think even what's to stop a chiropractor from calling up and interviewing a patient, make it prearranged, and they have a conversation over the phone and they record it.
Absolutely.
We're doing video here, of course, and it's a whole different animal. But the point is that it doesn't take long. And mix in a little bit of music, put it on the website, put some proper keywords in and all, and make sure people are finding it, and it's going to get that message out. What do you do? I guess what are things that you're doing to integrate and to grow what you're doing podcasting wise? Or maybe the better question is what are you finding that's working for you and getting this message out?
What I do is short, sweet, and to the point. I teach Taekwondo too, and one of the main key concepts in martial arts training is no downtime, zero downtime. So there's no dead air space, there's no pauses. I edit those out if there's any in the recording, and it's just got to be boom, 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 boom. When you're dealing with an audio recording, the dead air can just automatically lose your audience. You've been listening to the radio, and the DJ or the engineer misses hooking up the channel with the music on it and dead air space. Usually that doesn't last more than 5 seconds, but people are already tuning away from that radio station when that happens. So you've got to be right on top of your thoughts. They've got to go right from your brain to your mouth. They've got to be congruent, coherent, and they've got to follow in a nice tempo and a nice flow. You also have to get rid of the ums and the ahs and the so's and all those other indicators that you're losing your train of thought or you're losing your focus. That takes some training. Not a big deal. You can also edit those out too.
I think I need to be listening to that, because when I sit here and listen to some of my other past recordings, I'm like, oh my goodness, did I say that? Did I say that many times? And finding that rhythm, as you say, I think that's part of the challenge. So it's just practice, and that's a great point that you make there. And by all means, if you don't practice, you're not going to get any better at it, and it isn't just going to happen on its own. Any other last tips, suggestions, pointers that you have for doctors who want to get into this kind of thing?
Some old advice that was given to me a long time ago. Pick what you want to do and do it extremely well. Everything else that you do needs to be supporting that main choice. My main choice is chiropractic right now. So this is supporting my brand. It's also supporting my profession. It in no means is replacing what I do as my main focus. So talking to you, I'm doing this for the purpose of promoting my practice locally, also with my work with rscproject.com, but its also main intent is to edify and build up other chiropractors. If this was just to create podcasts, I'd lose interest very, very quickly, because it's not supporting my main passion, which is chiropractic, delivering my hands to their spine chiropractic, solving the problems, helping the patients get better, live healthier lives. That's why I'm doing it. If you lose focus and you try to do sideline things, you get really spread too thin, and that's just not a good thing for any of the stuff you're trying to focus on. So have a central focus, stay brand focused on, you know, whatever your brand you chose to do. If it's, you know, I want to, my brand in chiropractic is to straighten earlobes. That's fine. Everything you do needs to be about straightening earlobes. If my brand of chiropractic is delivering a high-quality adjustment with my hands to your spine, everything I do that has anything to do with chiropractic has to be towards that brand. People will pick up on the inconsistencies, incongruities, the lack of consistency, and it will totally destroy any effort and all effort you put into your brand.
Yeah, that's a good point there. Well said, Dr. Hoskins.
Thank you.
I guess something that comes to mind is, something you touched on, really interesting, is kind of the bigger mission, the bigger purpose, and supporting it, not getting bogged down in, I mean, we're not trying to create chiropractic talk show radio host here. We're trying to help doctors tune up their skills, get on a microphone, talk to their patients, engage their patients, do this stuff online, and really in a way that's entertaining and educational. And it's just like this. It's as easy as having a conversation. Call up some other businesses in the area and say, hey, I want to talk to you about health-related topics. You know, engage the community, engage other patients, engage other business owners. If you would, Dr. Hoskins, please share where your practice is. Give us your website name and all that so other doctors can reach out to you and check out your audio podcast and show.
Sure. My podcast can be found at therscproject.com. That stands for the Rockstar Chiropractic Project. That's where the podcasts are. It's called Rock Radio. It's on the main banner there. So that's where you can find it. My personal website's at dochoskins.com. I have a link to the RSC Project, so you can go there too. Other than that, I'm on Facebook and Twitter. Handle on Twitter is at Doc Hoskins. Facebook, Hoskins Chiropractic, Rossville, Indiana. Other than that, I mean, that's how you get a hold of me. DocHoskins@live.com is my email. Again, everything's consistent, everything's congruent, everything's pointing to who I am and what I do.
Excellent. Well, for anybody that's in the Rossville, Indiana area, by all means, look up Dr. Hoskins here. He's got great hands, I hear, and he can get you checked out, get you tuned up, and turn that chiropractic power back on. Dr. Hoskins, I want to thank you for coming on the Content4Chiros.com show today. Content4Chiros.com. I want to thank you for coming on, and you just have a great day. And our listening audience, thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to hearing more from Dr. Hoskins, and I look forward to hearing more from you, the audience of Content4Chiros.com. Thank you, and have a good day.
We the people have come to wave our flag.